Ooh, colors. Pretty colors. And that's not all that's new on the Bauer FlyLite stick. I guess colors aren't new, but the graphic kind of is. So's the toe, brand new. What other features are new? Can you actually get a trigger grip off the rack? Maybe just here at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports. We're going to get into all that as we go over the new Bauer Vapor FlyLite stick. I'm here with Cam Matwiv at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports, Goalie Utopia. Cam, 555 grams for a 25-inch.
I was going to make them wait.
Oh, we're going to give them the good stuff off the top, but we got something even better at the end, folks, so make sure you stick around. It's a trigger grip.
All right. Don't worry.
I already said it once, but we got to show it to them. Make them wait to see it, Cam.
What a tease. All right. We have the new FlyLite stick. Ladies and gentlemen, this stick has excellent feel. If you liked your Hyperlite 2 stick, you have a great option here because it is now upgraded. We have a lot of similarities between this and actually an agent stick in particular. So what that means is when we look into the actual paddle construction of the stick itself, they're borrowing a lot of the same tech and spec we found actually in the agent stick.
What made that special from a fit and feel standpoint?
So before we saw the materials of boron, that's actually not being used in the stick itself, but in terms of how they actually laid the actual stick itself in terms of the composite and how it generally is put together, that's where it gives it that general pop and feel, and also flexibility in terms of for that shot as well.
Which is, it's like a mid kick point, flexible, good shooting stick,
correct,
rigid.
It's not as flexible as the Shadow.
Okay, there's what I need.
Exactly, and it's got that more rounded actual shape, so it's not exactly flat in particular. Okay. So if you look at that nice and close up, we can see that we can have a little bit more of that rounded shape. So in terms of those pucks deflecting off, I mean, we already are starting to create that surface to help deflect it into the corners as opposed to being flat completely.
Okay.
Pentagrip makes its return. We saw this on the previous year's Vapor sticks as well. So we're still getting that same bumped out finger. Great overall feel. I love this feel. It's actually in the hand itself. When we move down to the blade of the stick.
This is new.
We do see.
It's a hybrid.
They're hybrid toe. Rounded at the bottom, squared off at the top. Really to help pull that puck away from the boards. Still a P31, stock curve.
So hold on. Puck's on the ice.
Yes.
Pulling it away with the rounded. What's the benefit of the square at the top? Just a little more so it's not going to skip over? So more if you have seal on the boards?
Pulling away from the boards, but as it's coming over top, for example, say it's riding just a couple inches up, that will help you jam that stick into the boards to help carry that puck.
I like it. This again, innovative, new. We haven't seen it. You always used to have either rounded or squared. Now you got a combination. It's their hybrid toe. I love that they're trying new things.
So speaking of new things,
before we get to new things, just a reminder, folks. This is kind of like the Carey Price version of Bauer stick, a little shorter in the shaft.
Yes, that's not new. That's
I
carry
understand,
over. Yes.
But carry over. Nicely done after the Carey Price reference.
Hey.
Very, very good, Cam. I actually applaud that one.
Here we are.
2 inches shorter than the shaft on a Shadow stick.
So if you don't like that, there's the ability to order custom to get that a little bit longer. But hey, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's talk about something new, sizing. So something that was available in intermediate before, no problem there. Now available in junior in terms of further price points.
So we have senior in my hands. You've also got it in
senior
intermediate.
Is 24.
Okay.
Intermediate's 23. Junior, 21 and 22 available now.
And junior is new.
Junior is new. So that brings the highest end Pro stick down into that junior price point, not something that was previously available.
You know what else is new, Cam? And available mostly just here at the Hockey Shop Source.
Oh, look at that.
It's a trigger grip, folks. Not a Pro return. On the wall, stock, Source exclusive.
Colorway, only this one.
It's kind of cool colorway. I like it.
Yes, we're going to see this off the wall. I believe I have 26 and 23 in stock, ready to rock and roll. That trigger grip, stock, see it here.
What a great way to try it, right? Because we've been talking about this,
Exactly.
how sometimes you need to get a Pro return to try a trigger grip. Here it is, stock on a FlyLite paddle, and as Cam,
Great colorway.
Great colorway, available at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports. You notice how Cam went like this? We've been talking to goalies, especially Swedish goalies, they want to choke down a little bit. Other fingers, using different fingers on this.
Different grips, different feel-wise.
Get different feels for different situations.
Find your fit.
depending on like maybe on a breakaway, you want a little more reach, gets
So,
in tight. Like
If this color doesn't jive for you, this is something that is available to order custom. Has to be done on a bit of an offline form. This is something you can contact us specifically about.
and how do they do that?
604-589-8299 or 1-800-567-7790 or send us an email. We can look into getting you set up. Minimum order of 2. Something we can do. Custom colors, custom grips.
Minimum order 2 on custom. Not to buy this beauty today at the Hockey Shop Source for Sports.
So you've got options. Give us a call. We can check it out.
Brand new whip just hopped in.
Oh my God. No.
You got options. I can pass the ball like Stockton.